Okay, so for today's activity, we are going to look at how we can insert text in our design. So without wasting much time, let's move on quickly to select our paper size. So for the paper size, you can go to file, come to new and select our paper size, or we can be on our working background and then use the shortcut Control N. The Control N will open this dialog box beautifully for us. So we want to use A4, so we don't have to change anything here. Let's click on OK. So this is our A4 background. Let's see to it that this A4 background is released. So let's click on this lock, double click on this lock, and then click on OK. The moment you click on OK, the transform controls will show all around it. So for our text insertion, we want to use a landscape background. So let's move on how we can change our background to a landscape format. So you have to go to the top part that contains file, edit, image, layer, and all that. You have to go to image and then come down and choose image rotation. For the image rotation, we have 180, we have 90 degrees clockwise, and we have 90 degrees counterclockwise. So for the 180 degrees, it will just have to somersault the shape, turn it upside down. That's the only thing that the 180 does. So this 90 degrees clockwise also turns the shape clockwise to the right direction, and the 90 degrees counterclockwise turns the shape 90 degrees to the left direction. So we want to focus much on the 90 degrees clockwise. So let's click on 90 degrees clockwise, and then let's move on to our insertion of text. For the insertion of text, you have to come to this side, these two sides, and then choose our text from this side, or we can be on our working background and then use the shortcut by typing the letter T, only T. So let's type T. The moment we type T, our text will be activated. So the font type, font size, and then it will be chosen from this side. You have to make sure that it is at Arial. For today's lesson, we are using Arial as our font type, and then let's make sure that this regular is changed to bold. We want to use a bold text, and then let's choose a reasonable size for our text. So after doing all this, you have to come back to your drawing, your working background, and then click on it and start to type anything that you want to type. So let's use the name. We want to use Technology Insider. So this is the name that we are going to use. After typing this, you have to come to the top part and then click on this tick button to apply your changes. So this is our text. So let's then use the move tool to adjust the size. So go to the move, and then you have to zoom it to an extent that you can see the actual work and design it very well. So the zoom command is Control, and then you add plus, Control plus. So these are our design. So you have to know how we can adjust the size. So it's mostly advisable to use this adjustment side that's on the corner. So let's put it here, and then click on it once, and then put it here, click on it once, and then drag. When you drag it downwards, it will stretch the thing easily. So stretch the thing like this, and when you stretch it to this side, it will be in this direction. So it's always advisable to use this side. The moment you stretch it diagonally, it will increase the horizontal distance, or the horizontal side and the vertical side. So the only thing that this part does is to stretch it up and down. Same thing applies to this one, up, down and up. Same to this one, left and then to the right. So it's always better to do this one. So just break the whole thing. So after initiating this, you have to click on this one and then zoom back. The zoom back should be control minus 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 minus. So let's then position our text well. So there's our text. This our text. Let's make it nicer. This our text. Let's click on the tick button. So there's our text. So let's give our text a color. So click on the text, come to FX, go to color overlay and give it a reasonable color. You want to choose blue. So this is the color we are going to use. So let's click on OK and then OK. So this is our color for now. So let's apply a reasonable stroke as we learned earlier. So you have to click on this text, come to FX, come to stroke and then increase the size a bit to suit our beautification. So it shouldn't be all that much. Yeah, this size is okay, size 10. So let's click on this. Yeah, so now you've got to know how to insert text, give it a color and then give it a stroke. If you want to give it a shadow, you have to follow the same pattern by clicking on the text, come to FX, go to drop shadow and then the drop shadow menu will be open to you and then let's increase it a bit, increase this a bit. It all depends on you how you want your design to look like. So that's it. Let's click on OK. So this is how our text looks like. So that's all for today. Bye.